Good morning, everyone, and welcome to today's online teaching. This is Prof. Dan Tutorials. Today, our goal is to learn how to use scientific calculator, part 1. First, we look at the buttons and the button tops. This is your scientific calculator. If you have this type of calculator, all these are the buttons. The ones painted in yellows are buttons. All these are buttons. Okay, and each button has a button top like this. For button 7, it has a button top, it has a top written as constant. Okay, in short forms. So each button has another function on its top. Okay, so first we look at reset. How do you reset your calculator? The essence of resetting your calculator is to be sure that your calculator is in the right format. To do this, to reset your calculator, all you do is once you've put your calculator on, okay, then you press the button shift, okay, and you come to this function clear. You can see for button 9 it has clear on top, so you press that clear, and on your screen now you have 1 for setup, 3 for all. It's asking you, do you want to clear all? Yes. If yes, press 3. So I press button 3. So reset all, it says equals to means yes. So I press yes, I want to reset all. Okay, so now you are sure that your calculator is in the right format. Next, we look at square. How do you bring out square on your computer? Remember that square is talking of something like this. Let's say you have 2 squared. How do you write 2 squared? From your calculator, you press the button 2, and if you see a black button here shows x squared, or some calls it x power 2. So if you press this, then it comes on top. What it means is that your x value is 2 in this case. So you have this 2 squared, 2 squared. Press your equals to get the right answer, and that is 4. Okay, next let's look at other power. If you are dealing with other power, okay, other power, for example, you have 3 raised to power 4, something like that. So other power, let's look at it. What I'm talking about is if you have 3 raised to power 4. Of course, as a good mathematics student, you know what this means. It means multiplying 3 4 times. Okay, so multiplying 3 4 times. But if it's required in the exam and your calculator is allowed, how do you press this? Quickly, you just press 3. Then in this case, you can press square. Now you have x and you have a box on top. It means put any value. If you press it, you see the box comes on top now. So I can put power 4. You see that? This is 3 raised to power 4, or 3 power 4. And that gives you 81. Okay. Next, let's look at square roots and cube roots. Of course, you remember what square root is. For example, you have, oh, what is the square root of 81? Okay, this is square root. But when you're talking of cube root, you're talking of something like this. What is the cube root of, let's say, 81? Okay, now this is the difference between square root and cube root. Square root is talking about what number will you multiply 2 times to get 81. Okay, cube root of 27 is asking us what number will you multiply 3 times to get 27. Go to your calculator now. As you can see, you have the square root here, with a box inside showing that you can put something inside. So you press this button on this calculator, you see that, then you can put your 81. So square root of 81, if I press equals to, I have 9. So it means if I multiply 9 two times, 9 times 9, I get my 81. So this is your answer, okay? Now, the next is cube root of 27. In this case, how do you bring it out? Look at this button, yeah? On top of it, you see something like a square root and another box outside. How do you press the function of the button's top? Very simple. You must press the shift button first and that button required of you. In this case, it brings out the top function of the button. Do you understand? I'll do that again. To get the function of the button top, you must first press the shift button and that button to get the function of the button top, okay? To get the function of just the button itself, just press the button, no need for shift. I hope you understand that now. So let's go. Cube root of 27. I press my shift function and this. So here you can see the arrow blinking, meaning put the value you want, that is cube root. Then to come back to the box, I can press this arrow to go inside. You see that? Okay, so 27. So cube root of 27 gives 3. It means if I multiply 3 times, I will get 27. Okay. Now let's look at other roots. In the case of other roots, it's still the same thing. Okay, yeah, for this cube root, you have the direct function here actually. If you look at on top of this square root here, you have cube roots of a particular number. So you can still use that like shift. I press this. So in this case, it's showing cube root of 27. You still get the same answer, okay? But now if you are talking of other function, you have to press, let's say we want to write fourth root of 16. That is, what number will you multiply 4 times to get 16? So in this case, I can still use this function here, okay? So in this case, I have fourth root, press my arrow, of what number? 16. What number will I multiply 4 times to get 16? I hope you know that that's gonna be 2. Multiply 2 4 times, you get 16, okay? 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Okay. Now next I'm gonna teach you fractions, how to write fractions in your calculator. What are we talking about? For example, you have 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4. How do you write this out in your calculator? Very simple. As you can see here, on this button, you have 2 boxes, one up, a slash, and one down. If I press this, you see it on the screen. So you can put the number now, 1 on top, I have 1. To go down, you press this arrow down. Just when you're playing game, the same function. Go up, I press arrow up. Go right, I press arrow right, okay? So now, over 3, so we have this. Remember, this is 1 over 3 plus 1 over 4, stand-alone fraction. To go to be able to get this plus out, you need to press this right arrow to go back to the normal way, okay? Then I have plus. I have another fraction. I have 1. I have to come down. I press down, 1 over 4. So this gives you your answer as 7 over 12. Okay, now quickly, now I'm going to teach you mixed number. If you have mixed number, how do you bring out your mixed number on your calculator? Let's say you have one whole number, 1 over 3 plus, let's say you have 4 whole number, 3 over 4. How do you do this with your calculator? Now I go to on. All you need to do is look for where you can see this kind of function appearing. Okay, if you look through, we can see at this on this button, on top of it shows three different boxes that looks like a mixed number. Okay, so for me to get the top function out, remember you must press your shift, then I press this. You see this now? Good. So what you have first is 1. I press 1. To go to the top, of course, you can press your arrow, go right, another 1. Then I need to come down. If you don't press this down arrow and you press this 3, you see what it's going to give you. You see that has changed the whole thing. So the arrow is very important. I come down, then I press my 3. Now I need to press plus with another standalone mixed number. If you don't press this arrow, I press this plus, you see what is given me. It's different from what I have here, so you have to be careful. Let me delete that. DEL means delete. So I need to press my arrow to go back normal. Then I have plus, press my plus button. I have a mixed number again. So how do I bring out this mixed number? Yeah, I need to press my shift and this button. So put in your values 4. I need to go right to put my 3, and I need to come down to put my 4. You see that? This looks like this now. With this, you are fine. It's correct. So I press equals to. This is my answer. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how do you change a fraction to decimal. In some exams, even if you are asked to solve something like this, your answer can be in fraction or decimal. So when your calculator gives you your answer in fraction, to convert it to decimal, check this SD button. That is all that you press. So let's see what's going to happen now. I press this, my answer goes to decimal. Okay, that is it. You see that? Goes to decimal. I press it again, it goes back to fraction. I press it, decimal. I press it, it goes back to fraction. Thank you very much. These are simple tips for you. Quickly, let's see how we can utilize this in solving some real life exam questions. Should calculator be allowed? How do you do this? Example 1. Simplify. X raised to power 3 minus y raised to power 2 plus 3 into bracket x plus y. When x is 4 and y is 3. Okay, so how do you do this? This is example 1. Okay, now in real life, if you are to solve this, what it means is that substitute the value of the variable given to this expression, x power 3. So if x is 4, that means I have 4 power 3, okay, minus y power 2. What is the value of y given? So I have 3 power 2. Then I have plus 3 into bracket x plus y. My x is 4 plus my y is 3. A good mathematics student can easily solve this without the use of calculator. But what I'm explaining to you is, in case calculator is allowed and you know how to use it, it makes your work faster and easier. So be careful. So if you want to quickly use calculator for this, of course, I can press my 4 to get power 3 out. I press this button, okay, then 3 comes up. Go back to normal by pressing this arrow. The next thing is minus 3 power 2. So 3, there is a function of power 2 straight, so I can pull that. Then I have my plus. Okay, this is 3. Now this is in brackets. It's very important. See your bracket button, open bracket, put the value 4, another plus, then close the bracket. Oh, sorry, please. Now you can go back to press the number 3, and that is it. This looks like what we have here. So if you press your equal to, you have your final answer as 76. Okay, let's look at this second example. We are asked to simplify this. Okay, simplify this: a mixed number, a fraction, and an ordinary number. So if I reset my calculator, mixed number, I can bring the mixed number out. Don't remember shift. I press this, put the number 2. I have my 3, come down to get 4, go back to normal, plus another fraction. I have 1, come down, I have my 3, go back to normal line, I have minus 2. This fraction looks like what we have here. Our final answer gives you 13 over 12. Remember to convert it to decimal, I press this. Okay, and that is it. Okay, the number 3 question: what is the area of a circle of radius 7 centimeter? Now you know the formula for finding area of a circle. The area of a circle, A, equals the constant pi, the radius squared. Okay, you've been given the value of pi here. It says use pi as 3.14. Okay, so that means I have 3.14 times the radius value given as 7. So I have 7 squared. Okay, 7 power 2. Yeah, my calculator can be of great use to me. This is 3.14 times 7 squared. 7 put the power squared. Colors. That's your answer. Take it to decimal, 153.86. Okay, now let's look at the last example for today on how to use your scientific calculator, part 1. This question says, find the volume of a cone of height 8 meter and radius 3 meter. First is the formula for finding the volume of a cone. Volume of a cone is 1/3 that of a cylinder. We've done this in our previous YouTube videos. So 1 over 3 times pi r squared h. So put in the values given. Your pi, you're asked to use it as 22 over 7, and your radius r is 3, your height is 8. So to use my calculator as a fast response, I have 1 over 3, so that's a fraction. I put 1, come down arrow 3, go back to normal, times pi. I'm asked to use pi directly as 22 over 7. That's another fraction. So I put 22, come down 7. I go back to normal. The next thing is times radius squared. So I have times. My radius in the question is 3. So I have 3 squared times the height of the cone, which is given as 8. I have times 8. You see that? And finally, you have this as your answer, which can still be written in decimal if you press this button. Okay? And that is it. Thank you for watching today's tutorial. I do hope you find it helpful. In subsequent tutorials, we will go in depth to how to use scientific calculator part 2. See you. Bye bye.